Two. Hi, welcome to the Phoenix Podcast. I am your host, Homecoming King. That's right.
Homecoming.
Wow.
Can I be the only one that makes horrible puns here? Thanks.
Yeah, I hope nobody does that.
Thank you.
Too late.
Anywho, joined with me, obviously, is Chris.
Hey, yo.
In the one of the stars of Spider-Man Homecoming, Drew. Sorry.
I'm not going by that fucking name. I'm sorry, Ned. You just took me by surprise. You better stop. No. No.
Hey. Conk you.
I accept Fatness Everdeen, but I'm not.
You had no choice.
I have plenty of choices. Fuck off. But I'm not going by no goddamn Ned.
Let me get the rhetoric out of the way before Chris yells at me.
Oh, please.
You can email us at feedback@thephoenixpodcast.com. And I'm going to say this two times, because Chris yells at me if I only say it once.
Because you're supposed to say it 2 times.
Should I also leave the legal fine print of... I need to shave.
Yeah, it shouldn't take me begrudging you into saying it for you to fucking do it. Just do it. Twice in a row.
You're so rude. So, voicemail 678-753-5144. That is 678-753-5144. Leave us some good iTunes reviews. I see that you're editing. I can see that on my iPad Pro.
I know you can.
Take it on your toes.
Yeah.
I know.
Also, check out our Facebook group. It's a thing now. You know, the kids, they like the Facebook. Speaking of which, and I have to do this. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Driver, roll up the impeachment, please. Donisha Trump, girl, your days are about to be numbered.
Driver, roll up the impeachment.
Yes, ma'am, Pam.
I already knew you was gonna pull a stunt like this, Jackie Chan.
Yeah, crayon built bitch.
He's not even helping the situation though with some of his tweets.
He's not, and you know what? And Trevor Noah, whatever that girl's name is.
Trevor Noah, yeah.
His Daily Show rant. I forgot what he called him. He called him. Oh my God, it was such a perfect insult. I'm so mad I didn't write it down. I retweeted it, so I'll take a look. Basically, for the last 13 months, these girls have been, we had nothing to do with Russia, nothing at all. Then the New York Times is like, hey, we're going to publish a story, and we have all the emails that you and the Russian lawyers and government have been in contact. You've had meetings about things that you may have on Hillary. And then, you know, Donald's son, who should have been swallowed by his mother, he then is like, I'm going to be transparent, and I'm going to show the world everything. And then it's like, girl, but you're giving the world what they want, and that is...
Wait, his son said... Corbin Blue said that?
Corbin Blue. His son's... I mean, it's not good to be, like, mean and judge people.
Wait, what is his son's name again?
This is Donald Trump Jr.
Oh.
Yeah, Donisha Jr.
But it's not...
I thought it was Tiger or fucking whatever that...
Who, Braxton? You thought it was?
the small one.
Oh, the general.
Yeah.
The insurance guy?
General Trump.
The insurance guy.
The one who thought that his father was actually dead.
Oh my God! No,
because Kathy Griffin severed his head off.
My father was beheaded. He probably thinks shit like that the way Trump is pushing all that negative rhetoric and this and that.
Yeah, I mean,
he probably
cool.
Can you imagine how scared that little boy is of Muslims because of his father?
Chris, by the way, Venom 152 is out. Okay, I just wanted to put that out there.
Like, why are we talking about? Oh, we can talk about comics now, but I was just gonna say real quick, it's not good to like really judge people based on looks and stuff like that. But the two older sons, they look like there's something off with both of those guys.
No, they look like
Pieces
the best part of them ran down the crack of their mom's ass during birth.
One of them looked like the dude from Goonies with the Babe Ruth.
Shut Your mouth. That is rude.
Because the accuracy.
We will not do this. We will not do this today.
Because of the accuracy. Yes.
We're not going to do her. We're not going to do her.
Yeah, those two fucking cock smokers look like boiled suntan lotion.
Oh, you said cock smokers.
I don't know who the fuck would fuck those two pieces of shit. Like these two
Black
bags,
China.
These two goddamn.
Yeah, Black China definitely would.
These fucking Glad bags full of oatmeal looking sons of whores.
Glad bags.
Like who the fuck? The one dude like is just all gums for a start. Like what the fuck kind of stupid ass 90s haircuts do they still have? I don't know, sir. I can't.
They look like a bad version of Wolf on Wall Street with them haircuts.
They look like bizarro versions of themselves.
They
look like you asked a 6-year-old to draw humans. Like that shit's fucking ugly. I never seen ugly people like that before. That's fucking ugly.
I have.
Yeah, I don't doubt
it. And I know, Drew, I said I was going to talk about Jermaine Shoemake on the show, but I'm not going to.
I had a feeling. No, you might as well. I mean, it's don't. This reference.
Could you guys make it quick? I have fucking jerk chicken in my teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, this reference the article and this like his
The Root had placed an article out on Jermaine Shoemake, which we will not call her by her illegal name. That's what I'm saying.
Fucking Shoemake.
Yeah, fucking bearded bitch. So Jermaine Shoemake appeared on Roland Martin's show on the TV ones. I don't watch it. I just saw the YouTube clip. And he proceeded to say that he has a doctorate. We had our lie detectors go out. We too found that was a lie. She's been raising money for this school for the X-Men gifted school for the youngsters. And
he's teaching farming, bro.
Well, he's teaching something.
Yeah, so's fucking Xbox. They got Farm Simulator in 2017. Fuck you.
And Goat Simulator. Now you know how to hurt goats.
Fuck that.
So, Sister Jermaine Shoemake, girl, your primary source of income is preying off of the poor and, dare I say, uneducated Black people.
Don't say that. I went to one of his things.
Well,
and the show I went to, was good. There's another guy that spoke at it, Claude Anderson.
All right, let's
like a renowned economist.
We're not,
but
come on.
Yeah, let's stick to the script. You got one job, Drew. One job.
But no, don't bunch me in as an uneducated.
Well, you took offense to that. I just said the people who listen to him and, dare I say, follow his word diarrhea, shall I say?
Well, basically, you can't say that then because I'm here with you. So then I don't fit. So we're good. Continue.
Thank you. And I consider myself a highly educated Republican white woman. And with that being said, I think that
you're a messy. You're a messy bitch.
But with that being said, Sister Jermaine was building the Xavier schools for gifted youngsters, and she claimed. I'm sorry, gender roles are just really getting twisted here. She claimed that she's raised over 700,000 girls. And we too have found out that's a lie, according to theroot.com, where her PayPal was frozen. Yep, that's right. In order to do such things, you have to file with the IRS as a non-profit. She did not do that as well. Damn. So again, this is my ending statement and argument. Thank you. I think for the roaches that follow her, I think that there are. I want you to drink a can of Raid for dinner tonight and really think about your life. Really think about
Jesus.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't drink Raid. It's a spray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spray down their mouth.
Spray.
Going.
Spray it in a cup until it forms more of like a juice.
A liquid a juice.
Anyway, yeah, a liquid state. And then you just chug it. Now, mind you, what I said, please don't do, because I don't need you girls coming after me.
I don't think they'll be coming after you after they do it.
Yeah.
Somebody's
but with
coming
that
after
being
them.
said,
yeah, called the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks, man. His fucking PayPal was frozen.
Yeah, you know,
you gotta open up a Connect Pal, bro. Start showing some titties.
Hotep Owen.
She wears a size B cup.
He did get in trouble about some situation with a stripper too. That's the funny thing. He could have been Connect Pal, banging Hotep queens.
Man, you motherfuckers don't know how to make money. Y'all need to hit Black China's line. Text her immediately.
She is the switch up though for the
Justice
lawyer.
Wig.
Yo, my God.
Justice Wig.
Her switch up is
that was the Justice Wig. That was like almost like if Wonder Woman was no, Wonder Woman's rich.
I'm gonna tell you this goddamn much. If everybody isn't wearing that wig in the Justice League movie, that movie's gonna flop. That movie's just gonna fucking flop.
She looked like a freaking ghetto version of Storm in the X-Men movies.
No, Storm has class. I would say a ghetto version of Nene Leakes. Look, Nene is pretty ghetto.
I was like, is there a non-ghetto version? Yeah, I was like, where were you going there?
Good point. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Is it Nene or Nene? Whatever. In any case,
Nene. It's a Nene.
Nene.
No. I want to jump into this email because it's going to be a great show. We're going to have our Spider-Man Homecoming review. Spoilers. So if you have not seen the film, just don't listen to the podcast. Come back afterwards.
Well, you're good for now. Keep listening. We'll tell you when we start.
Yeah, giggity. So, two things, and then I'll get into what a listener had sent. Another listener had asked me, or actually, no, I'm sorry. I was on Twitter and I was lurking, so to speak, because I was looking for some things since I can't like things anymore, Drew. Jesus. I have to send them to my inbox on Twitter just to come back to later to look.
I did not say you couldn't like it.
No. We're not going to go there.
We're not going there. We're not going to go there.
I have the floor, sir. Thank you. So as I was going through Twitter,
traumatized,
there is a guy by the name of Sean. I'm probably butchering it or fucking it up, but he had replied to a podcast, which the name escapes me, and I'm not going to talk bad about another podcast, but the name escapes me, and it's probably for good reason. That every week since the announcement of the Xbox One X, they have been talking trash on it. And here's my issue with this thought process as a whole as we move closer and closer to November 7th, the holy grail of gaming. If you have an issue with the Xbox One X, Jesus, I'm just going to call it Scorpio. Screw it. If you have an issue with Scorpio,
I don't mind that.
And its price point, then clearly it's not aimed at you. You still have two other Xbox Ones to go get, the VCR Xbox One or the Xbox One S. Those are your options. Phil Spencer plainly spelled it out in an interview he did with GameSpot that I'm not trying to sell anyone on an Xbox One X. If you have a day one Xbox One, you're a customer that we want. If you have an Xbox One S, you're a customer that we want. If you're playing on the Windows platform, you see where I'm going with this? You're the customer that they want. All of it is connected, like the MCU. All of it is connected into one ecosystem, one platform, and that is Xbox Live, whether you're on Windows 10 or on the physical console itself. People are so caught on it's $4.99, it's $4.99. I don't need to get this because I already have an S. Then shut the fuck up and stay with your S. It's really that goddamn simple. Some people said the same thing with the PlayStation Pro. I thoroughly enjoy PlayStation Pro. I'm enjoying the visuals that I'm getting from it, whether, and here we go again, whether it's giving me true 4K or checkerboard 4K. My TV at the top of that bar says 4K HDR. I don't care how the hell it gets there. It's on my TV. Boom. That's all that matters to me.
It's there.
You know, same thing what they said on Xbox One when it first came out. Oh, it's at 900p. That TV to me says 1080p, whether it's 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, or these nuts in your mouth per second. I don't care.
I don't want that.
Well, thank God. It's still at the resolution that the console says on the back of the box, whether it's getting there natively or upscaling or checkerboard. If you don't want the Xbox One X, don't fucking get it. You can still play the exact same games that are coming out this holiday. This isn't a brand new console generation. And I think people are missing that point where it says, or Phil Spencer says, this is a part of the Xbox One family. Now, when the new Xbox comes out, let's say 2020, give or take, then we can say new console, where you have to upgrade in order to play Halo 6 or 7 by that point, Gears 5 or whatever the case may be, Perfect Dark 3 or whatever the case. Then we can have the discussion of why is it priced as high? Why is it not priced as high? Again, if you don't want an Xbox One X, don't fucking get it, and stop wasting people's time by downloading a show and you're continuously talking shit on it. So that's my kick on that. How do you guys feel?
I mean, you kind of summed it up for the most part.
It do not matter.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna say that because he knows what he likes and he's gonna buy it because
it do not matter.
But it's just to throw on it. It's like anything, like buying a fucking car. Like you're walking into a Honda dealer. If you got Civic money, you're not walking out with an Accord. So if you can't afford an Accord, just leave and get your Civic.
Yeah, like is this fucking group of assholes just sitting around talking shit about the Tesla? All right, you don't want a Tesla. You don't have the money to buy a fucking Tesla or any other car like such. So then don't fucking buy it. Go get a car you could afford.
And that's going, isn't it? Like sitting there to bash the other product. Like we haven't seen the product in this full capacity. We haven't got all the greatness that it looks like we're going to get offered from the product. So just downplaying it beforehand is not doing anything.
It doesn't make fucking sense to you.
There's only certain adopters. Like when I'm on Nike Talk on the Xbox forum, there's a lot of people who's not interested. And I'm not interested in. Cool. I am. All right. That's like everyone's going to, but you know what? We're still gonna play together. It doesn't fucking matter.
Do what you do and keep it pushing. It's a lot of shit that I can't afford, and I just fuck with shit that I could afford.
Yeah, like I can't do coke, so I smoke weed.
Exactly.
I'm joking.
You know what I'm saying? When I go to the whorehouse, I get the $200 girl.
Yeah, like we can't
for my money.
Go to the $1,000 girls upstairs.
We can't get the premium chick. Yeah, for $1,000 for an hour, I get the $200 chick for $4. I'm gonna get the best of my money. Get your ass. Man. So, if you want Xbox One X whore, then do that.
Exactly.
if you
can only afford the Xbox that don't got teeth and got bullet holes in it, then that's the one you need to get. Sorry.
No, I mean I'm happy to bring it up. So listeners of the show definitely know that. I mean, you already know. We're not gonna sit here and just like we'll say if we're not interested in it, but it's not gonna be week in, week out. We'll talk about it one time and that's it. Like
this isn't the DC universe. God.
All we gonna like we did our show prior. We did our show after E3 on it. Now we're just waiting. We're gonna mention if news come out here and there, but there's no bashing. I don't give a fuck.
We just want games and to have fun with do hood rap things with our friends online.
On live, basically. Like we don't we just waiting for September. We want to see Cuphead. We want to see Anthem next year. Like
can't wait to play this Kingdom Hearts 3 everybody's been talking about. So
what?
Oh no, baby! What is you doing?
What is you doing?
I will never ever miss an opportunity to kick dirt in the eyes of that fucking game.
I mean, yeah, I can't wait to see all the current games that we have. They're going to get up the 4K bump.
Can we talk about that for just a moment before we?
I honestly just want to get blindsided by whatever the fuck Kojima's doing with that Death Stranding.
Oh yeah, I don't even think about it. As long as you don't think about it, and you just, once I get a release date, I'm Gucci.
Here's what I'm nervous about. Like day 1, November 7th.
Oh yeah, servers, right?
Servers are screwed. Over 60 games are getting this 4K back update.
You got to be strategic. So whatever you want to play, you just got to update that because you try to update 3-4 things. Like I think
happening.
I don't know if Chris was a day one. I don't know if you was a day one Xbox the OG Xbox what should we have? The Xbox One.
Keep talking.
Sorry. But I don't know. Like, I don't. If you remember on that day too, I don't think I started playing. I didn't even think I played a game on it until maybe like 1:30 in the morning, maybe. 2.
Yeah, I remember. I was there when it happened.
Yeah, I was talking to you.
Yeah,
fucking mad updates. Like, I cleaned off my little table. I laid it down, so happy. Plugged it up. Ready.
It's shit like that when Rockstar released the GTA 5 online shit and nobody could
yeah,
bro, that was the worst day of my life.
Yo, we were just
and Roland took off work for that shit.
Yeah, motherfuckers are sitting there for. But yeah, I'm talking to him during the one release, and I'm like, well, hype, like, yo, son, new Connect, plug. I'm about to play Killer Instinct. It is mad updates. Mad fucking updates.
See, here's the thing, though. Like, for me, I own about 40 of those games on that list. So I'm screwed.
Me too. I think in my...
Take a vacation.
I started doing...
go out for a while. Don't come back for 2 weeks.
I think... See, I don't... Are you doing... I mean, being on this up, so how are you... What are you guys doing? Are you doing... local retail, or you're doing Amazon?
I'm doing Amazon. I'm not doing local retail.
Crazy Jeff Bezos, boy.
Damn, y'all making me. I was gonna Best Buy 12 o'clock it again.
No, I'm not. And the only reason I'm not is because you think about this. Let's say, I mean, because the hardcore gamer is going to be out at midnight for this, right?
It's not that bad though. Trust, actually,
I'm not. That's not where I'm going.
Okay, sorry.
If you think servers are going to be bad that day, think about 1 o'clock in the morning East Coast time when people are just getting home.
Yeah, it's gonna be but it's not gonna be as bad as during the day when everyone gets their delivery. I mean, it's not to say that for me to be ahead of the game or anything. It's just the excitement to see that. Like, it's not even about the updates. I mean, there's no real new 4K game other than the stuff that's getting bumped up. So
no, that's bullshit because Shadows of War 4K.
Oh yeah, Shadow of War.
Crackdown 3 update day 1. Madden 18.
I mean, you just said 2 games. I'll probably play Crackdown. But no, because if you
think about crack, oh
sorry, yeah, that's later after the show. If by the time you hear it, she's already gone. But we're playing Shadow of Mordor again. You missed a crazy fire sale. Unfortunately, I hope you did take advantage of it. It was only $4 for the Game of the Year edition. So
when was this? Was this Prime Day?
No, this was like the past week.
Wait, you didn't have it either? We were saying it. You was in party.
Hold on, wait a minute. No, doesn't the deal end on the 15th?
I'll look at it right now.
Just look for me, please.
I'm gonna look right now. Wait, yes, you didn't. No,
look, Fat Boy, look. Okay,
I'm going to look, but
I wasn't around, son. You know who I haven't been around.
And I posted it in the chat too.
I didn't see it, bro.
While you look.
But but yeah, I don't know. Now you're making me.
You're not looking quickly.
I'm looking. I may go to Amazon.
I mean, it's fine. You know what I got for Prime Day, so I'm good.
Nah, it went back. It's 20, bro. Wait, no, it is $4. I'm sending you a link right now. So
yes, send me the link.
You got to tell me what you got for Prime Day because I don't know.
Oh my God!
No, don't. He don't have to say on the show if he doesn't want to.
No, he can share it too. Yo, he freaking texts me. I'm at work. He's like, bruh. And I was like, what are you doing?
Because
what did you do?
Because me, Roland, Bodman, and Jump we were online, and as soon as Prime Day hit at 9 o'clock, we was logged in, son. Like, we felt like the man in the chair, all of us just swiveling around from laptop to screen or whatever. Fucking Roland, all me and Bodman and Jump are seeing is like TVs and bullshit laptops and whatever else. Roland peeps the fucking gaming chair, like a legitimate, like the best gaming chair with the speakers and everything, like hot shit for $100.
Really?
For $100 fucking dollars. And I kid you not, the moment we saw it, it was 62% claim. Then when I clicked on it and added to the cart, it was 83% claim. Like, that shit was flying, bro.
Yeah,
he was fucking flying.
He didn't even say anything to me. He texted me the thing, and I just said, chill.
Did you get it, though?
Hell yeah, I got it.
He got it. I just copped it.
I was doing, because I was like, because Bodman was going to get it, but, he has other things that he needs his money for, so he doesn't have the luxury of being able to splurge. Right now. But I was like, all right, you can live through me vicariously because I'm getting that shit. But when I added it to my cart and it was like, all right, you got 15 minutes to make this fucking decision because the clock is ticking. I was on like 8 minutes left, and I was like, fuck, should I really get this? And I just flipped the coin like Two-Face.
Did you get it yet?
And it was like, no. And then fucking, I was like, all right, best 2 out of 3. And I just kept flipping the coin. And I was like, fuck it. And I just
Amazon, you still should have probably just picked it up anyway, and you could always return it or cancel the shit anyway.
No, yeah, I know. I got it though. I have a feeling because Jump says he has one similar, so I have a feeling I'm gonna dig it.
I thought you were gonna say you got a TV.
No. I'm not getting my TV till like.
They did have some legit TVs though. There was a nice 4K Samsung.
Yeah, but you know that flew.
Yeah, but one of the I was reading an article. One of the top selling was the fucking bullshit as Element 4K.
The Element, yeah.
So like, there's gonna be a bunch of people. Well, it's not gonna be a bunch, but it's probably people gonna be playing on the X with a fucking Element 4K TV.
Definitely.
Like just doing themselves all raw.
You said it best, man. They have a lot of wild off-brand.
Yeah. All they do
for deals during Prime Day. Like nobody wants an Element TV.
No, they buy them though, but
people do get them.
Because I never even heard of Element.
I think Amazon may own them. I believe it's one of the brands that they do sell that like they brought a stake in the company or some shit. I believe.
Yeah, we getting too into the shit right now. We need
to but to the text message.
Text message. Okay, let me.
Text message.
Hey, Phoenix and crew. This is Mike from Miami, Florida. 305. Miami.
We should have a drop. Sound effect. Where's all our crazy sound effects when we have like a segment like this for?
We'll have to get our.
Yeah, we gotta get it. That's our old show.
Do it over. I'll do a thing for it. Go ahead. Say we have a text message.
Oh God, we have a text message.
Okay.
I didn't really have something for it. I just wanted to know.
Oh, you dick. Okay, so I'm gonna read the text. Hey, Phoenix crew, this is Mike from Miami. I was wondering, since I'm so reading this backwards, I'm trying to skip the first part. Please bear with me.
Shout out to Pitbull.
Yeah. Oh.
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305. Shut up.
I listen to this show every week or as often as you put them out. I thoroughly enjoy the banter between all three of you. Phoenix, please lay off of Drew. Fat people rock.
He really wrote that?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't think people follow us on Instagram. They just really think I'm really.
We gotta get you a shirt that says fat people rock like the Black Girls Rock t-shirts.
My fat's awesome.
Yeah, I love your fatness.
I love your fatness. I love mine. And hold up a Twinkie.
Giggity.
Wow, we just made like 4 t-shirts right there.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, somebody's gonna make them shits. Jesus.
We should get those shits made for Comic-Con.
Great.
I'm just saying. Anyway,
and Phoenix Podcast on the sleeve, yes.
And Random Gaming Bros on the other side. See?
Oh, t-shirts, ideas. Don't steal our shit.
What are we fucking NASCAR drivers walking around with fucking Shell and Mobile and McDonald's logos all over our goddamn
We're gonna be
shirts?
drinking beer and wine, walking around.
Okay,
that's the bottom line.
Because the fat man said so. So, okay. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. So.
You're reading. There is no train of thought.
I know. I was gonna shut up. So, what have the three of you learned from podcasting with each other? As far as Drew and Chris being heterosexual males, what have you learned as far as anything that Phoenix is? Jesus Christ, I really don't. Anyway, as far as what Phoenix may have put you on game 2, and for Phoenix, what have you learned from Chris and Drew from this experience through podcasting with them? Love the show. Keep up the great work and cannot wait to hear your review on Spider-Man Homecoming. Well, there's a couple of things.
Oh, you're gonna go
with Spider-Man Homecoming. Yeah, Chris goes last. With Spider-Man Homecoming, did you all catch the burr, 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 burr? So yeah, let's put that out there first.
Yeah. Flash.
I think
what have I learned from the two of you?
It's very
DJ Flash in the house.
Like we said on the phone, it's easy with me because everyone knows my relationship because of Party Chat. Because I mean, I am who I am with you guys.
And that's all that I am.
Yeah. All right, Popeye.
No, with Tracy.
I am's what I am's.
Like, I mean, I make harsh, brash jokes. I may say something, a neck breaker and stuff like that. So Phoenix, the amount of times he says that I probably have to sleep on the couch or in the bathtub for the evening. So,
which needs to happen? Hashtag fat people rule.
Drew, could you fit in your bathtub if you had to sleep on it?
No, I'm not that rich yet. It's not because I'm fat. It's just because I have a New York City apartment. Yeah, I have a New York City apartment. My apartment is nice. My bathtub just isn't.
I think if anything that I learned from podcasting with you two, I would say it's more along the lines to be more open to different games. Because Lord knows there's been no fucking way in hell I'd have fucking played Overwatch a day in my goddamn life.
I love how you always bring it back to that game.
He just like has a love-hate relationship. He talks so much shit about it. He goes, "Oh, this is fun."
As if it's the worst piece of shit game that we begged you and drugged you to play. It's so weird that you always bring it back to that. It's no other game like that.
And the game is actually good. That's the thing. It's not even like it's like a cult, like a something between us that we like. It's a
Total Mayhem is the shining jewel of that.
You make it seem like we were like Phoenix. Spend $60 and buy Civ Rev. And let's all play fucking Civ Rev.
I'll buy fucking Farm Simulator.
Yeah, let's all fucking goat it up.
And I think
you want to shuck some corn, boy? Play this game.
It's not that I wasn't before, but I think I've been more socially aware on a lot of issues since the two of you have joined the show, especially Hemotep over there. And but no, I think but that's the thing about this though. I think we feed off of each other in different aspects as far as the show goes, and even outside of the show, and we keep going back to Comic-Con. I think that weekend showed that, like, y'all family. And at the end of the day, no matter who you are, you ain't rocking this motherfucking boat. And I'll be damned if I let some bigoted bitch try to do that shit either. So, yeah, that's my one shot at the night.
Well, yeah, you could go then back to occasions when people do say certain things in social media and you may catch your tongue, but not on some like Big Brother or some shit, but I'll say something from the hetero perspective or whatever per se of like, why did you say that? Or why do you think this?
Oh, shit, but y'all don't feel the need. Oh my God, I know, right? Oh shit, fucking mic almost ripped out of the. Do you
I hope whoever, Mike and whoever is interested in this question, kind of pieces that together, because it's not really something to go into detail about. I don't want to.
Yeah, it isn't. I mean, speaking of Comic-Con weekend, that was really the weekend where we all got together and we learned a lot about each other. Phoenix especially. He took us out, sat us down at BBQs, opened up the Big Gay Bible.
And we learned the gay agenda that day.
We learned a lot about the agenda, some new terms, lingo, some shoes, just a whole bunch of things. Cool new ways to get haircuts.
How to go to brunch?
Yeah, definitely the way to brunch properly. How to keep your feet out of slippers. What got mice in it and shit. We learned.
Oh my God. Seriously, on the question.
We learned a lot. What the fuck kind of question is that shit? What did we learn being heterosexual, fucking doing a podcast with a gay guy? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
You were supposed to go last.
I am going last because at the end we're talking about this
because
shit.
I didn't answer because I still had a legit answer too, but
fucking asinine ass question. Get out of here.
Phoenix touched upon a little bit, but in the aspect we have a lot of like I said, we talk outside of the show and about stuff not about the show. Like I said, we're legit friends, so we'll talk about legit whatever we're going through at the time, whether it's career or love life. It's not necessarily something to learn. So if I talk about something relationship-wise, I give the same advice that I would give Chris. You know what I'm saying? And especially being as my people's, that if whatever the situation is, if I feel anything that could be harmful to them or something, if I see that someone may be good for them, I'll give it to them straight up and down. So it's necessarily not nothing learned. You do everything the fucking same.
Let me give it to you straight up and down.
Well, it's not straight with all of us, though.
So you think walk bun?
But what was the joke? Oh, but I have got comments from some of our gay friends that I do know too much in terms of
way too much, and I mean like
terminology.
You host, you travel.
I wasn't even gonna go to everything I do know, but
host is the new
that's like the new thing.
That's the new running joke.
Yeah, that's the new running joke.
You host, bro?
Oh, you hosting, boy?
But no, I think like, and then we can move on to something different. But I just
Mike, as you see that he really hates the question.
It's a dumb question.
I see where he's coming from, but I do see where you're coming from.
Don't ask questions of this type or variety to us ever again, Mike, or anyone who listens to this show. Wow. Or ask that shit to anyone on Earth, on the world.
And the reason I say to bring them back on still, because, I mean, you may have asked it for a reason. I don't know, like, whatever, if you have a friend at work or whatever. So, like, it's in Phoenix, I can say, like, I've known gay people for years now. High school, college, whatever, but Phoenix is like the legit, like
gayest one, right?
Yeah, no, he's not the gayest. You are one of the gayest ones, no, but like my legit
top gay.
Yeah, he's
number one gay.
The TGIC, the top gay in charge, whatever.
Our new top 5 category, the top 5 gays.
Top 5. R.I.P. to Prodigy though. HNIC. Like it's like my legit like gay best friend. I guess I'm not the like kind of category say that like, but whatever. Like one of my bestest friends, he's just a gay dude. Whatever.
I must say, you like me. You really, really like me. No,
fuck off. Yeah, but like I said, it doesn't change anything. Like I said, you may have, and it's really a good learning opportunity. So I don't know if you straight are gay, Mike. If you are gay, like I said, if your homeboys ask you questions, like it's
Mike.
Wow. Mike has not done anything wrong to you.
Yeah, but yeah,
whatever. This sister probably sells shoes. Nobody cares about that.
And I'll go off air when I'll say why Mike sent that, because I did leave that part out.
Okay, so, yeah, you didn't tell me that either. So yeah,
so now you got me cursing this guy.
Yeah, so
I've been set up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'll say sorry. I'll say sorry in advance if he shouldn't have.
The Russians were in collusion with my thoughts.
Oh goddamn Trump again!
But if you're gay straight, like you said, we
sorry, Mike. I'm just stupid, weak American dog.
Don't hesitate to ask questions, because, like I said, it's no sense to being ignorant. Because, like I said, I learned all this shit because I asked this motherfucker questions, or just from talking to him, and then I hear stuff, and I'm like, okay, what does that mean?
2 things. Telltale was great. Yes. No. Telltale was gracious enough to provide Chris and I with review copies of The Walking Dead season 3.
Yes.
A New Frontier, and
and I haven't finished it.
No, I wasn't gonna let's talk about it.
No, I
finished it, but I'm gonna wait for Chris to finish it so that we can have an episode where we review it.
Soon.
But how many? It's 4 parts altogether.
5.
Oh wow! Okay, so
they're always 5.
I'm not a Telltale
not the
guy.
Michonne one. The Michonne one was 3 episodes.
Yeah, because that was like an offshoot, I think.
Well, that's why I Telltale to say I'm not a Telltale guy. No offense, they're great games.
You got to do Tales of Borderlands, man.
I know. I've been telling like my backlog right now. Like I gotta order. BioShock is also on sale on Amazon, $20.
Right.
I'm about to order it right now.
All right, thank you.
So I want to also
remember I gotta order that.
I also want to thank Telltale for sending a review for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, thank you so much, Telltale. You're the best.
So far, I mean, they're on episode 2. I think it fit the theme that James Gunn was going for in the films. And my God, like it literally is the second, so without spoiling anything, is a very, very emotional story for Rocket. You thought the end of Guardians Volume 2 was emotional. No, you see this one, and it's regardless. I think it's a great series so far.
I've seen some clips. They got its big emotional tones.
Yeah. Also, real quick, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is hitting digital stores August 8th. And for the first time ever in Marvel Studios history and Disney history, August 22nd, Guardians Volume 2 drops in stores and also 4K premium Blu-ray DVD. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So with that being said, we got all that out the way. Let's dive into Marvel Studios' Spider-Man Homecoming starring.
Real quick, I opened up my Amazon to buy the BioShock, and then this sort of across the screen is I Love Dick. Oh, it was just bad random. I was like, what the fuck? Look at the screen.
It's a TV show on the
Amazon. I know. It was just funny. Because I looked away and I looked back. I was like, why does the fucking...
All right, is your phone trying to tell you something?
Yeah. You host, bro?
You travel?
So, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, we're gonna teach about the fucking shit.
Wait, we're doing the review for the actual movie. I thought we were doing the review for the XXX parody, Spider-Man Homecoming.
I didn't hear words you just said.
Oh, sorry.
I'm happy you didn't.
What happened?
Yo, you really didn't hear it? I thought you was being silly.
No, I'm dead serious. I didn't hear a word you said.
I thought we were doing the review for the XXX porn parody, Spider-Man Homecoming.
No.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Nope.
You missed out.
It does a real cool thing with the web shooters.
Well, the actual movie stars Tom Holland, Michael Keaton, Marissa Tomei, and Robert Downey Jr.
You're going first.
Yes, I am, and I'm glad you said that.
Oh wow, I'm surprised. I thought you was gonna say no.
Again, spoiler alert if you have not seen the movie.
Oh yeah. Now is a spoiler time.
Yeah, turn the show off.
Yeah.
If you ain't seen it, turn the show off, open up Spank Bang, hit it.
What I thoroughly enjoyed about this movie was it literally was like watching a comic book play out on screen. And what I mean by that is like when you're watching a Spider-Man, or not while watching, when you're reading a Spider-Man comic book, Parker tends to talk to himself a lot. And that would not have played well on screen. So they added the AI voice of Karen. And there were quick moments, like very sharp moments, like when Peter saved him at the Washington Monument. And she's like, oh, she is cute. You going to say something, Pete? And like, it was just those moments that were really cute and funny. And side note, Paul Bettany's wife is the AI voice of the Spider-Man suit.
That was a trivia question.
Yeah.
Vision's wife is Karen's wow.
Yeah, so remember that Vision was Jarvis. So
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a trivia question at Alamo.
So Karen could become Jocasta.
Basically.
That's nice.
I think and this is gonna sound weird coming from me. I'm glad they did not oversaturate Robert Downey Jr. in this movie. I think he had just enough screen time.
Well, clearly, it should have been not his movie.
Thank you. I could have sworn Phoenix was still going.
You're going. I'm not jumping in. I'm buying Bioshock.
I think the moral story into the situation was we never saw a Spider-Man movie where no matter what Peter did for winning, he always lost. He wanted to be the quote unquote top echelon of superheroes like Thor and the Hulk and Iron Man and Cap, where to the boat scene, for instance, the boat scene, if it weren't for an Avenger, all those people would have died. While you did do a great thing, you did save the day and all this good stuff, had it not been for Tony, you would not have had the strength to keep that boat together. All of those people would have died, and that would have been on you as Spider-Man, so to speak. But the fact that you could have gotten killed in that wouldn't have been on anybody but Tony, because Tony was the one to bring you into the fold, was the one to give you this suit. And it played a lot of parallels into Tony in Iron Man 1, where, he thought that he needed the suit. And then you fast forward to Iron Man 3, where in Iron Man 3, he learned he doesn't need to be the suit to be Iron Man. And that's the theme that he was trying to teach Peter throughout the movie. And Peter got that at the end. And I think that was a good message. I think Ned, in my personal opinion, was the saving hero of this movie. And I'm not saying that because, Drew, you're Ned. I'm saying that more because I think Ned literally is the comedy factor in this movie. Ned, everybody is Ned in a sense. Because my best friend,
you forget Zendaya.
Well, I'll get to her in a moment.
Okay.
Like Ned is literally every person. Like if my best friend was Spider-Man, how would I be able to hold that secret at high school? Like, oh my God, you're Spider-Man. Like, oh yeah, Peter knows Spider-Man. He can get him to come to the party. And Ned has an innocence about him that is kind of like, I'm going to punch you in your throat. But when you come back from air and you're good again, I'm not mad at you anymore. And that's just that great. And I think Zendaya, however the name you pronounce the name, you could tell she's gonna be a great actress going forward because with what little she had,
her one-liners,
literally stole the scene in damn near everyone. And I think in my theater clapped because it was like a theater full of black nerds. Was when she stood in front of the Washington Monument and the guy's like, "Oh, you don't want to go inside and learn anything?" She's like, "No, I'm not going to celebrate a monument that was built by slaves." And that shocked me that was in a Marvel movie. And then the teacher looked at the security guard and he was like, "Yeah, well, she's kind of right." So I think she's another shining star. But I think the best scene in the entire movie, and Chris, correct me if you disagree, Drew, same thing.
I will.
Yeah, wonderful. Was the big twist when he goes to knock on the door and poof, the Vulture is the guy that answers the door because the entire theater.
That was the moment everybody.
It was
shit their pants.
And I think while that was a great scene, the best scene was the one where they're in the car, and
that tops it.
And
it's a good top off because it happened right after.
Right. And if you look at the cinematography aspect of it, it was no special effects. It was literally one camera in the front seat of the car, a camera in the back seat focusing on Michael Keaton. And it was that back and forth. And it was Liz. I think her name was Liz. Liz basically being the one to snitch.
Naive
in a way. Right. She was the one that snitched to say, oh, Peter's best friends with Spider-Man and Peter works with Iron Man and all this other stuff. So then you could see, and this is why Michael Keaton, I swear, is like one of the greatest actors of all time because he played the scene so well where you could see the wheels turning in his head.
You seen a puzzle and him just putting it all together.
Right.
Like each statement, you just seen, he just connected the dots so quickly.
That's the best part of that type of shit because it wasn't that situation like the first couple of Spider-Man movies where it took these goddamn villains to learn who Spider-Man really was through the whole fucking film. And then they do some shit to him at the end or whatever. Like, he pieced that shit together immediately. Like, the first time he met him. Like, the first time he meets him, he pieces it together.
And the real kick was when Liz got out the car. It's like, oh, go ahead, babe, go in. We're going to have that father date conversation.
Give Pete the dad talk.
Yeah, the dad talk. And he pulls that gun out and he was like, all right, look.
He pulled the gun out so goddamn quickly.
Yeah, he did.
He was about his business in the movie.
Yeah, he was. But I think in that scene, he was just like, okay, since you saved my daughter's life, let me help in saving yours. Give it up. And you could see Peter was literally struggling because he knew he had to do something. And it was kind of that point of, I can't call Tony. Tony's pissed at me. He took the suit. I can't get in contact with Happy, who Jon Favreau did an amazing job in this movie too.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's such an asshole, yo.
It was kind of the point where Peter had a decision. Do I let this technology fall into the wrong hands, or do I do something about it and step up and show, no, I can take him down and I'm going to do it. That was the best piece of cinematography in this entire film. And I think, is his name Justin Watts? What's the director's name? Jason Watts? Something Watts, whatever. He did such a great job doing this. Hats off to Kevin Feige, again, at the team at Marvel. Fuck Sony. Again, at the team at Marvel for putting this together and getting, again, a great cast. And then going into the opening of the film where they did the video blogging thing.
Oh, that shit was fire.
And Tony out the gate was like, oh, we need to make an alibi. Let's go. Hey, Hot May, what are you wearing right now? The whole theater just busts out laughing.
Bro.
It was similar to Guardians intro too, though.
It was
a little bit.
Here's what,
but they're not really in the like. I mean, yeah, with the video and this and that, but just the aspect of it was something to catch you. Like it wasn't no bullshit. It was something entertaining. I feel like it was just very entertaining at the beginning, but it was still continuity, unlike a DC film.
But see, that's the thing that I think Marvel did a great job at, was they connected this from literally the jumping point, which was the end of phase 1 of the first Avengers movie, where this is where the movie picked up from the first Avengers movie to show, hey, while he was technically not a part of our universe, he has been here since then. Then you fast forward 8 years later, kind of what Chris was saying in the chat that we had.
So that was the part me and Tristan were having a problem with. We felt like the 8th was too much.
Right. So I think for me personally, how it picked up right where it left off from Civil War, like 4 months or 3 months later, I thought that was brilliant. I thought it was great. And then at the end where he had that choice, where you saw the Iron Spider suit, do you take the suit?
Stop calling it that.
Well, that's what it was called. Or that's what it was.
Iron Man makes all those. Iron Man makes all those suits.
Yeah, stop.
So whether he takes the upgraded suit,
that's fine.
The upgraded suit, or he wants to stay local, and this was what he wanted. And I think what Ned had instilled, because Ned was like his conscience throughout the whole movie, where Ned was like, do you really want to give up your childhood just to be an Avenger? Because you're going to miss all of this. And this is what kind of pissed me off about Marvel too, because Marvel kept saying since they introduced this movie, over the next set of films, he's going to stay in high school. And it was like, I wish you would have shut your mouth, because at that moment, I might have been fooled.
You knew the decision he was making.
Right. So I think, again, Marvel did a great job. I think with every movie, they up the ante as far as their storytelling, the direction that they're going to go with their films. This has been no exception, even though Sony bankrolled the whole damn thing. Great. Use them girls for their coin to tell your stories.
Yeah, just make the money off of them. It's smart.
But
this is the perfect relationship between them. It's joint custody. This is how it works.
I like a prostitution. You just leave it on the counter and just go home.
Basically. So for me,
I like
think
what
this
is
is
better.
Yours is clean. Mine is dirty.
I think this has been one of the greatest Marvel films that we've seen in years. This is by far the best Spider-Man that we've seen on the big or small screen. So
I love it.
My take on it. So you guys can go whichever
direction
you like.
I love it. I love the whole. This movie could be summed up in a lot of ways for me. It could be summed up by saying Marissa Tomei is a gilf. Summed up by saying Zendaya is hilarious. It could be summed up by saying guy in a chair. Because when he finally got to be the guy in the chair, it was like he was also a superhero at that point. I'm talking about Ned. Because he always wanted to be the guy.
Yeah, now he said at the beginning, I want to be telling you where to go.
You know, he said, when there's a hero, but there's the other guy who tells him where to go and where the trouble is and shit like that. I can be the guy in the chair.
He knew his role.
He wanted to be a guy in the chair so bad. Finally got to be a guy in the chair. So
I'm watching porn.
Yeah. How could I ever forget my favorite Orange is the New Black actress being in the movie as well as the science teacher when she showed up. Well, anyway,
you got to talk about the black skin in the checks. How we were talking about too, like Beanie, you just mentioned her. All the Negroes getting Marvel checks.
Oh, Bokeem Woodbine is in this movie, and he is
caught me off guard.
He's going to be Shocker. He's going to be the Shocker going forward when they do Sinister Six movie. We saw another member of the Sinister Six. Matt Gorgon, who's the Scorpion. He was on the ferry, and he was the guy who the Vulture was talking to in the end credit scene in prison.
He's pissed.
He's very pissed. We also have solid confirmation now that Miles Morales is in the MCU because his uncle, played by Donald Glover, was in the movie.
Donald Glover was jokes.
Donald Glover was hilarious. He's
like him playing a thug just never makes sense.
It never does, but it's because he's too comical. Not that he's too comical, but I think he was the right amount of comical to be that character because that's kind of how Miles' uncle is. Like he cracks wise, but he's also a big fucking criminal. But and the greatest part about it is that they actually like legitimately connected his uncle's relationship with the Scorpion from the comic book into that movie. He told Peter that he's going to be like he knows where the Vulture is going to be because he's meeting up with a guy he used to work with. The guy he used to work with is the Scorpion. When you first meet Aaron Davis in the Miles Morales comic, back when they had the Ultimate Universe, the guy that he used to work with was the fucking Scorpion. So that's just
they don't let anyone just walk in the studio and say, I'm gonna make this Marvel film. They get them to actually read the fucking source material.
They do their fucking homework properly. And if they decide to change something, it's for a reason.
Yeah, it's not a Twitter think piece.
I think my favorite moment of the movie, for not for some reason, but for obvious reasons, was after the whole big scene that Phoenix and I love, and I'm sure Drew loves also, with him going to pick up Liz and the Vulture being her dad, and then the car ride after he gave him the dad talk. When he walked in, first of all, when he walked up to the building for Homecoming and just saw his friends, and then Zendaya waved and then gave him the finger right after that. That shit made me pop so like I screamed in the because that was hilarious to me.
Wrestling terminology.
Yeah,
every scene she was in, every scene
she killed it. She murdered it.
Even at the end, like Peter was all nervous.
Yeah, he's like, "What are you hiding, Pete?" Nah, I'm just.
I don't give a fuck. You don't have the tension. Yeah, I just like to sit here and draw depression.
Yeah, even like Hannibal has a Marvel check now. Again, going back to what we're saying. Another like Donald Glover has a Marvel check now.
T.I. has a Marvel check.
T.I. has a Marvel check from fucking Ant-Man. Idris Elba has a Marvel check.
Oh yeah, forgot about Idris
because he's Heimdall. Like
Michael B. Jordan has.
Michael B. Jordan is getting his.
And well, he had one from Fox. Sorry, not through Marvel, but yeah, he has.
That doesn't count. I don't even know what you're talking
about.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I am sorry, but yeah, Michael B. Jordan does have.
No, yeah, it's just a lot of people we fuck with in our community are crossing over into our other community, and it's great, and they're doing great jobs. Like I will definitely buy into Bokeem Woodbine playing the Shocker.
Wait, so is there an issue of representation, or are we good?
That's why I never even like get into that conversation. Now all the listeners officially know why all those fucking diatribes that people are on and those soapboxes that people are on all the time are full of shit and fucking
well,
bullshit.
he either didn't say anything or we just said that they're crock of shit. They either like
yeah. I mean, speaking it's interesting you said the word crock because Bokeem Woodbine showed up and though he was sort of like, you know what I'm saying, like he was a street thug or whatever, he didn't come out like Killer Croc in Suicide Squad.
Oh God,
for fucking BET. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a difference.
And they didn't make a bad slave joke like Transformers.
Yeah, come on, son. Like there's ways to go about doing things. You know what I'm saying? And Marvel, they did a fantastic job with this movie. I like the fact that the diversity in this movie. You would have to be really uptight. You'd have to be so woke that your third eye has a third eye. If you don't fuck with the diversity in this movie. There was literally everything in this movie.
Asian principal, black gym teacher, Spanish science teacher.
Wait, but the Asian principal is a descendant of the guy in Captain America, the first movie.
Yeah,
did you catch that Easter egg?
Yeah.
I don't know why you said descendant. He's not his family member.
No, they're relatives. You didn't catch that Easter egg?
They're relatives. Yeah, you said descendant.
Whatever. I was on my
You sound like Umar Johnson.
Her name is Jermaine
Schumann. Speakeasy or whatever the hell his name is. Anyway,
she's not a doctor, so don't give her that category.
Yeah, Flash Thompson was an Indian kid. Liz Allen, typically a white woman in the comics, young black woman. Though her name is Michelle, calls her MJ. Zendaya, another young black woman. It's like Ned is white in the comics. He's a large Asian kid in the movie. Like you would really have to be like a real asshole to complain about. I mean, maybe handicapped people would be upset that there wasn't in like a wheelchair or something. But other than that, there is literally.
You didn't have to say that.
Yeah, I mean, but this is what I'm saying. That would have you would have to be an amputee to be mad at the level of diversity in this movie. Like honestly, because there's there is representation from
everywhere
nationality in this movie. And
wait, and there was a gay kid too.
There was a gay kid.
The gay kids talking to Alan about
they were talking on the benches, right?
About their crushes on superheroes. Like it was fucking amazing. They had that African kid in the
African kid from Washington.
Decathlon. Yeah, it's come on, man.
He was not African.
Yeah. The other Asian girl was in the decathlon. Like the whole thing. Even the villains. Like there's diversity amongst the villains. There was diversity in the strangers in the street, all the passerbys and stuff like that, because
it was authentic. It was
authentic representation of Queens, New York.
It was authentic New York, and Queens is one of the most diverse, especially where Peter lives. Like that side of town, is like a fucking melting pot.
It's literally the biggest melting pot.
Did you know they only shot 2 days worth of footage in New York, and the rest of it was in Atlanta?
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. They filmed that whole movie in Atlanta.
But I was like, I was giving kudos to it because how much it did look like, especially the ferry scene. I feel like you really felt like you was on the ferry because you saw New York. Like
that ferry scene was shot on a soundstage, though.
Well, I was about to say, they definitely did not do that shit.
But they didn't do that. They didn't have him fucking swinging. Well, continue, Chris, before I start mine.
The thing I think am like just enamored by this, and like the usual Marvel shtick is the way that they weave together seamlessly comedy, action, drama, and a little bit of romance. They seem to weave these things into all of their movies. I mean, not so much Age of Ultron, but these into most of their movies effortlessly. And they do it so well that you don't even notice a lot of that shit sometimes, because you're like, oh yeah, wow, Peter really did like this girl. And then you see Zendaya's character, MJ, sort of giving him eyes and, that kind of shit. Like, there's a spark there. So that's a future love interest. And now that we know that, Liz is gone.
Bye.
And it's just, bye. So, you know what I mean? Like there's so much shit to pick up on, but the fact that they do that, and then they just had the great sense to make this Once Upon a Time historically grandmothery looking character be a hot little Italian lady in Marissa Tomei. The last scene is, I almost filled a bucket when she, like, oh my god, because it's something about her cursing, like. I'm like George Costanza. Like I saw my cousin Vinny, and I can't let her go. Like Marissa Tomei has just been forever hot to me, and like typically I'm not even into women of her, type. But it's just one of those things. And now she's like a proper gilf, because even though she is, I want to say, close to the age of what an Aunt May character would be, she doesn't look like what Sally Field looked like, or whoever the hell else was Aunt May. I don't even remember what the Andrew Garfield Aunt May looked like, or none of that shit.
Most of the time they kept it authentic. They just kept an old woman in the
like his aunt,
elderly.
Yeah, his aunt is legitimately like old, but Tony's still ready to smash. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that sort of thing. It's just amazing to me. And Jon Favreau to the moon with this guy. Still got it. Still coming in, reprising his role as Happy Hogan and killing it on screen.
You didn't say anything about Pepper being back either, though.
I'm not a big fan of Gwyneth Paltrow, but she did her job for about 2 minutes, and successful. So
but I mean, because she missed the film, so I just like that.
No, yeah, I mean, that was a thing. It's fine. Pepper was in it, and that's cool. But what, like the, it's just, I don't know. I just love the fucking movie, man. I really feel like I might be gushing too hard about it, but like this movie, like it kind of meant a lot to me, because it's almost as if like when they finally started doing Batman good. Do you know what I'm saying? because we grew up with so many shit Batmans and seen so many shit Batman movies that when they finally started hitting the nail on the head.
It didn't start as shit. It started good. Then when
it started good, but then there was a block there in the middle where it was just nothing but
bad,
garbage.
Bad Batman.
Yeah, and then it just and they picked it up, and this is the good pickup for Spider-Man. And they did a lot of shots at the earlier Spider-Man movies, especially the scene in the elevator where he saved Liz, and then he was upside down in front of her. And then Karen goes, "You should kiss her."
They threw shots. Yeah, that was a shot right there.
Yeah. Good luck, Tobey Maguire. Anyway,
that's Tobey bitch ass.
Why don't you go dance down the block? Anyway, that's
So I guess you like the movie.
I liked him. I give it 1.5 stars.
I mean, they caught a lot of things. I was gonna say. No, it's fine. Well, they didn't catch a lot of things. I was going to make a bad joke there about catching things. But the thing I really liked about the movie is it was a great origin film without being basic bitches in telling the Uncle Ben origin of Spider-Man. So they still they kept it very true to Peter being a kid. And the whole story was like him. It's a life lesson for him through life, and also as growing as a superhero. So it wouldn't have been fun. Like it's something like once all the films do come out, and when we can revisit these movies years down the line of the way they introduced him, of him being in school and juggling between being a super, just learning or just fighting little bullshit crimes at first, and we haven't even got to the part when he's working at the Bugle and all that other bullshit and juggling that. But him just even juggling as a kid, but that was always been an issue for Peter. So and then the whole thing of like, it's just a lesson. The full father, they kind of flipped the Tony and Peter dynamic from the comics, from like Civil War that they developed. And they flipped it into like a father-son with this, a father-son superhero thing, which is very dope also, because that's the thing. Like it takes from Ultimate Spider-Man, then also takes from Civil War. And then the movie wraps around the cinematic version of Civil War too, which is also pretty dope with the first scene starting. And then just that excitement, like every time him being excited, like you really like every character has their voice. And then Spider-Man being as popular as he is, they did it so right that he stands out and as his character as itself. It's like Tom Holland, like he fucking killed it. The cast overall, like I said, they did their thing. I was almost gonna say one of my favorite scenes was the boat, but then when Tony having to come bail him out, it kind of killed it, because that whole when he swung through it, that shit was mad. I was like, "Oh, this shit is fire!" I was about to almost put it up there with airport scene, but
that was really cool.
Yeah, like the scene. I was about to put it up there with airport, but being that he couldn't close it out, I did it. But
98% successful.
Yeah, that fat guy on it. Yeah, Spider-Man.
What a turncoat. Betrayal.
Yeah. But there was, the fight scenes were definitely good. The uses of the CGI, the technology of Vulture. It's like him not just going around being able to beat up everybody. We didn't talk about gripes. My only 2 gripes, not big real gripes. Well, this was a real gripe. When he's crushed in the building, worst cliche scene ever. It was, but it was very short. But but like me and Tristan, we just looked at each other like this was bad.
Wait, you mean when he was lifting up the debris?
Yeah, when he was crushed, and he's like, and then he just screams, and then it works.
Yeah. I thought you meant when the Vulture was using his wing gliders to cut the pillars from the building.
Because that part, that scene, that part was fire. But after that, when he got out, was just so cliche.
I mean, that scene was fire, but it was also really like obvious and trite. Because you could tell what he was doing before it happened.
Because he wasn't hitting him, like he was. Yeah. He was sitting there calmly. I really did. I like how they didn't go to as big as a route with the comic Vulture, where I mean, his wings was the standpoint of his costume. That he just had a brown jacket on. Like his costume was very cool. I can't wait to see the cosplay of this because someone's gonna build some big ass fucking wings.
Somebody's gonna kill it this year. I can already tell.
Like somebody's gonna.
They will probably kill it at San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego definitely, because I think that's where they. Well, I mean, we've seen Reinhardt's in New York too, but if you did Reinhardt, they can definitely do vultures.
Some girls building a whole diva mech.
Jesus Christ!
Like, it already looks better than the one that we saw last year.
Yeah, well, there was oh my god, I hope there's no maze this year. There were so many bad maze. Anyway, yeah, I really like how the story was told. Like I said, with all the development, him learning, I like, and it's not as big as the surprise when you open the door, but the surprise of the suit where, like I said, with everything with him, he's developing as a hero. He was developing his attachment with this suit and learning the suit and learning the capabilities of it. So it's not like I said, let's not always go back to mention, but it's not like Batman, where Batman just comes and the movies they did different. Nolan was different because he had Morgan Freeman, that homie that gave him the gadgets. But most of the time when you see Batman, he just comes and he has fucking gadgets and he could, for whatever situation. But Spider-Man was learning shit, and I mean, being that it was Tony that made it, that suit could do so much. And if he finally does get the suit that we see at the end of it, like that's going to be even crazier if it is similar to the one in the comic, the one that he gets in Civil War. I'm trying to think other stuff that y'all didn't say that I was going to. Can't really, like you said, there's so much. Like I said, definitely go see.
There's a lot going on in that movie.
Yeah, I tried to
just
talk.
Not realizing that
there was there's so many comics that they took stuff from.
Yeah, they did a really good job of picking and pulling from certain things,
but making it as one own cohesive story.
Yes,
but that's the thing is that I don't read Spider-Man like a lot, so there's maybe want to read it more. I would want to read the source, but I mean, it's impossible. I mean, from the stuff that I do know that they pulled from, and then stuff that I'm learning that they did pull from. Like I'm not familiar with Miles Morales and things of that nature. I know that's like a big thing of getting him.
Well, I know I'm thankful for Chris because. Now in the comics, if it's not Miles Morales, I don't want to read it. Like I could choose about Peter Parker.
Like we have a lot of Spider-Man. We have like a big collection that we share amongst each other, but it's impossible for us to read everything that we share.
Well, so. I'll say this because I know we're getting to the show.
We could go into that to what I did right. If you want to do that real quick.
Because I know Chris, before we even started the call, said, hey, let's talk about what we've been doing, so to speak, before, throughout the time where we weren't recording. Chris, you want to lead off?
I've been working, man.
This guy.
I've been working,
drinking
my fucking ass off and drinking heavily, but I'm good. In case anyone's been wondering, because you probably are wondering, hey, how come these guys haven't put out a show in so long? What are they up to?
It's been this work and life.
But I've been working, trying to catch up on life and stuff like that, and doing a little bit, some scarce hanging out. Nothing too crazy, because I'm 100% like a homebody, because I don't really like going out like that. But I will be at Curlfest this weekend, so if you
but I freaking I came in the fucking you guys, Chris freaking flaked on it, but the bromance of the Spider-Man trip too. Like anyone who's listening to, do not go to regular theaters no more. If your town has an Alamo or an iPic theater, well, if you're rich and you could go to iPic regularly, like only go to Alamo now.
Or anything, because the theater near my job has the reclining seats too. They don't have the same ambiance and the whole waiter situation with alcohol and real food, but they do have reclining seats and table trays.
Like legit, like it's not bullshit movie food. Like it's legit. This is my first time going to Alamo to see Spider-Man, and it made the movie even better.
Yeah, I saw Baby Driver there, and I don't want to go to regular Lowe's, AMC's, fucking Regals. I don't want to do these movie theaters anymore. I want to do I'm bougie now. I'm sorry. I've leveled up. I cannot deal with the baby crying. I can't deal with the people talking through the shit.
What did we see? And there was a kid in there crying.
Power Rangers.
Yeah. We were in Power Rangers and there's a fucking kid in there. Like, oh my God, son.
I mean, I get it that there was a kid in there, but shut that fucking kid up.
Or take him in the fucking morning. Don't take him at night. This is adults' time. Put that little motherfucker to sleep.
We couldn't get a babysitter. Then don't go see the movie.
Fucking get a Fire Stick. What the fuck?
But yeah, enough of us hating on those people. Yeah, it's just it's the real only way. Trust me. Plus the fact that the tickets are almost as much, if not a little bit more, than a regular ass movie ticket is these days.
It's worth it.
It's so worth it. Plus, you don't have to order the food and the drink. You can literally just sit there and watch the movie and enjoy yourself. It's not a pressure to, like, you've already paid your ticket. They can't kick you out.
Yeah, because you can't.
Because you didn't buy a beer. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a comedy club.
Yeah, it's not a 2-drink minimum for the fucking movie. You can sit there and just enjoy it in silence with no food or drink.
And if someone is loud and obnoxious, you can complain and get them kicked out.
You can write down who it is on your comment card, put it on the top of your table, and they will kick these motherfuckers the fuck out.
With no refund. But yeah, Alamo.
That is legit movie theater that should be the etiquette everywhere.
Yeah, you're not gonna find babies in there unless it's like a kids film. And I don't think Alamo's probably
Alamo doesn't allow children.
Yeah, I don't think they show kid film. Yeah, they probably can because they serve alcohol. Their milkshake is fucking amazing with liquor.
I don't think there's anything that isn't alcoholic on that drink menu. I didn't find anything.
I think there isn't. I didn't look through the whole thing. I was going for the milkshake anyway. I'll tell you the one I got last time.
I went to the back where they have a.
Oh no, I didn't even look at that page because I stayed. I wanted a milkshake.
Every beer that ever existed.
Oh yeah,
the lady friggin' she recommended some lager to me, and I don't remember the name of it, but it was fucking delicious. So now what I gotta do is go back there again
and drink every lager.
I'm probably gonna go see Apes there, but I'm gonna go back and try like maybe 5 different ones.
Well, yeah, Della already brought his tickets. He brought them when we was at Spider-Man.
What, for Apes?
Yeah, but he going with his girl. No bromance for him.
Oh, sorry. I'll figure something out. But yeah, that's what's been going on with my life: working and going to sexy movie theaters.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just been working a lot. Also, I just really got back to gaming actually this recently. Shadow of Mordor's got my attention a lot. My biggest thing been trying to kill my backlog to, like, hopefully by the X I can just start fresh. Like, I mean, even if I could get a lot of stuff out the way by September for Cuphead, I was trying to finish Mafia 3. I still haven't finished Fallout 4. What the fuck other game was I playing recently I was trying to finish? Oh, Horizon, I think, got an update recently. I've been meaning to try to jump on that. Crash just came out. I played a little Crash Bandicoot. Let Tracy play. She lost all my fucking lives. Yo, it was like minutes. I had like 9 lives. I turned back and I had 1.
Wow. She's not built for gaming.
But Crash really brought like a lot of good memories, man. Like, it's legit. Like, even though it's a simple ass game, Crash is a difficult game, especially if you're like achievement hunting type of motherfucker.
What a bagar.
And like you try to get like the big jewels and shit like that, and all the secret levels and whatever.
I'm trying to be Jacob with it.
But what else has been going on? I haven't even been riding my fucking bike. Yeah, I just been working so much. Like, I've been working since last Monday. We're talking now on a Wednesday, and I'm working all straight through to this weekend, and I'll probably work next weekend also.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
bag attack.
Bag attack. We just stacking these chips, you know. Well, I put this out there too, so it'll come back to you, Chris. I'll just boomerang it back around after Phoenix says what he's been up to. But what I have been doing, I have been reading my comics.
That is what I have been doing also.
Yes. Well, what we've been reading or what you are enjoying presently. I'm also have been reading American Gods because I really like the show a lot, and the show stayed very true to the text even from the beginning. I'm like a couple chapters in on it so far, but it's always better on the show when you get to see it, and it's kind of bad because being that I saw the show first, where I already have a visual of certain things from the book, but then there's a lot of stuff that they couldn't put in the show, or they little things they left out. So then I'm still building these images in my head, but then I'm using the show's imagery to build those images.
I have more voices in my head. They
But
talk to me.
the book is interesting.
They talk to me.
They talk to me.
I have just today. I caught up on Luke Cage. I think it's two of those.
You reading that shit?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep up with it because Will talk to me about it. So,
I mean, it's not bad, but
it's not. I know. I don't
think this evening, aren't you?
No, this is we're ending out here, but this is what the last part I want to talk about. Whatever we're reading. I've been reading Luke Cage. I've been reading X-Men Gold is fucking amazing.
X-Men Gold is
Shut up! Don't say much because I'm only on the second issue.
I'm just saying what I'm reading. I'm just saying if it's good or not. What I've been enjoying. Bullseye was amazing. Deadpool versus Punisher was amazing.
So good.
Yeah, Bullseye was fucking hilarious. Let me just open my comic app real quick.
I've been reading those too, but
I gotta catch up on Riri. Phoenix is.
I've been reading me some Riri Williams. Oh
yeah, Riri Williams. I actually
all the last couple of issues of hers and Doom's shit.
And fucking Weapon X. Weapon X is fucking fire.
Weapon X has been surprisingly really good. Adding the young Hulk to it was also a good touch.
Yeah. So the whole current, if you're keeping up with your comments, the current X season, like I started the Cable, but the Cable didn't really catch me yet.
Cable is mid.
All right, and Generation X was kind of X-Men Blue is cool. Like
break it down.
But a lot of the X stories out right now are good. I'm gonna try to get into some Spider-Man, but my goal right now is to catch up on my Riri and actually catch up on my Black Panther. Which
catch up on Miles. Miles is really good right now.
I haven't started that yet. Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Let me think. What have I been doing? Minding my natural black ass business.
What have I done to deserve this?
You're reading Venom. I know that much.
Yes, and the new one came out.
Well, you said one fit. What's that about?
I know.
We share comics with one month or so.
Yeah, you need to mail that to me. So mail it to
me.
What
I'm gonna.
We can digitally share.
Yeah,
you can go to the USPS system.
Imagine that.
Yeah, no purses around here.
Why don't I just take the fucking thing and roll it up and put it on a pigeon's foot and send it to you, Game of Thrones style?
I would say Lord of the Rings is better. It's more appropriate.
No, Game of Thrones. Squire, I have a message for you. It's a new comic.
I have been playing a lot of DBD, Dead by Daylight, or Death by Dunkin' Donuts.
All you've been playing.
Playing that
I have not seen
by doggy style.
We haven't even played another fucking game of Friday.
I actually played Friday yesterday, and I was quite bored.
Wow.
Dead by Daylight is my console game of the year so far. So yeah, I'm excited. Actually, I had the most fun with this game this year, but I think so far my console game of the year would be Guardians of the Galaxy. That's my game of the year if I had to choose at this moment.
I didn't know we were doing game of the year.
No. Because I made this statement.
I didn't want that boomerang around because we're trying to get out of here, and that would have been a whole nother conversation.
Yeah. And so with that being said, I'll cut the shout out short because I want to get some DBD in.
This is a long show, but I mean it's been a while.
Can't wait to play Destro by Dillinger.
Shout outs to Afro who got married this weekend.
Congrats.
Oh yeah, congrats.
Friend of the program.
Welcome home, Roller 8, who just came back home from deployment.
Yeah, shout out to Roller.
Yeah, you fat bastard.
Safe travels to Afro, who's about to go.
Yeah, to
Iran. Are there good old boys in Iran?
Bahrain.
We're heading down to the Irans.
So, with that being said, to the listeners, thank you for an incredible download month for June. This June has been the highest downloaded month in the history of this podcast. So thank you all to the the new listeners and the old. And
shout out to the old gods and the new gods.
Yeah. That's American God reference, I don't think. Phoenix watches the show.
I don't watch the show.
Yeah,
no, that was a Game of Thrones reference. What are you talking about?
I knew it was. I just.
Oh no! It also works. It also works with American
Gods.
Works
with that, but fuck them.
No, fuck you. I love that show.
Yeah, I like it too, but fuck them.
Okay, fuck them.
With that being said, Chris, take us out.
Bye.